So we've talked before about how different social media networks seem to appeal to particular demographic groups and seem to be responsible for the spread of different types of disinformation and propaganda. One thing we know about Facebook specifically is that in the 2016 election, with regard to Hillary versus Trump type propaganda and fake news, and during 2020, with regard to the pandemic, anti-vax propaganda, etc., Facebook was a really big player and factor in the disinformation and fake news and propaganda that was read, believed, and signal boosted by older Americans. And indeed, for some period of time now, Donald Trump has been banned from Twitter as well as Facebook and other platforms. We will know tomorrow whether Donald Trump will be allowed back on Facebook. And I know that it may seem in some sense trivial, but because we know, I mean, listen, Trump followers fell for the grift of donating to fight the election results to the tune of, what was it, 60 something, 70 something million dollars, in part because of the campaigns on platforms like Facebook. And indeed, the Facebook Oversight Board has reportedly already decided, but will be announcing tomorrow morning, whether Donald Trump's Facebook account will be reinstated. There was this idea previously that because of what Facebook said when they banned Trump, it was an indefinite suspension because of the risk of allowing Trump to continue on the platform in terms of violence and in terms of incitement. But that the language was about the right now in the aftermath of the January 6th riots, in fact, on January 7th, but that it would be revisited in the future. And indeed, that revisitation has taken place, and we are going to know tomorrow. The impact of this could be huge because Donald Trump has been relegated to putting out these written statements on former presidential letterhead. They read like tweets, without a doubt. But he has not had that core audience to share them. You sort of need to go and find them. Or you need to be following certain accounts that are signal boosting them. If Donald Trump is indeed back on Facebook, this is going to reopen the door to all sorts of weaponized disinformation and propaganda. It could play a role in the 2022 election, given Donald Trump's clear desire to be a sort of kingmaker and to see the people he supports win in 2022. So this is not a trivial decision. It has reportedly already been made, and you can be absolutely sure that if Donald Trump is allowed back on Facebook, it's also going to put some pressure on other social media platforms to allow Donald Trump back on. Because listen, I'm the first to admit it's unusual that a former president is banned from all of these platforms. I don't think it's a free speech issue. Every single one of these platforms, as I've talked about before, has every legal right to say violations of our terms of service are going to be met with consequences, regardless of whether it's a former president or not. But Trump is so unusual in how he used these platforms to spread this disinformation. And we now find ourselves in the really weird situation where the former president is not able to use these platforms. So the pressure, if Facebook says Trump's coming back on, for Twitter and YouTube and whoever else to say we're also letting Trump back on, the danger has passed, so to speak, is going to be significant. So we'll see what that decision is that's made tomorrow. We'll, of course, very quickly, I think, see what use Donald Trump plans to make of these platforms. And although in the aftermath of these bans, Donald Trump has said he's happy not being on them, things are better, or he's, whatever. I think it's abundantly clear that if given the opportunity, he will immediately start making use of those platforms. Don't forget that one of the best ways to support the David Pakman Show is by supporting our sponsors. And today, one of those sponsors is Sheath Underwear. Sheath Underwear makes boxer briefs specifically designed to prevent the sticking, the rubbing, the chafing that many of us know all too well with traditional boxer briefs. Sheath boxer briefs have multiple ergonomic compartments in the front to prevent skin-on-skin contact, keeping everything separate, cool, dry, and comfortable. Extra helpful now that the weather is warming up. No more sweatiness, no more chafing, no more readjusting. Sheath Underwear is giving the David Pakman Show audience 20% off when you go to sheathunderwear.com/Pakman. use the promo code Pakman. Give sheath underwear a try. I've had a great experience with it. I think you will too. You can find the link right underneath this video, and don't forget to use promo code Pakman for 20% off.